I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of The Have and the Have-Nots, Season 8, Episode 12. If you were new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you're one of my peoples, welcome back. So, before we get into this review, let's get into some comments from last week. Now, Karima Khadijah Zawaja Bazil, she said her name is pronounced Karima. Okay. Like Karima. Okay, now we got that now. Thank you, Karima. Now, as far as your Zawaja Bazil, I apologize if I'm butchering that up. Please, try to help your girl figure out how to say that so I won't be out here butchering your name. Now, Raindrop Fisher says, "Hi T, thank you again for a great review. I was waiting for you to post your review. I definitely agree so much with you because you always tell it like it is." Smiling, laughing with crying emoji, and you keep your reviews clean. Thank you for that. Oh, I appreciate that, and y'all keep up with the comments. I try to keep it, clean over here. One, because I don't be cussing like that for real, for real. I mean, when I'm mad and I'm watching something like on that Raggedy Manifest for that Raggedy Heifer, a thought may come out and a cuss word may come out while I'm watching the show. But I try to keep it clean because, YouTube be cracking down on folks. They don't be cracking down on everybody, but they be cracking down on some folks. But I don't be cussing, That's just me. So let's get into this review. Now, this episode, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like I was on the edge of my seat. I was looking at people and I was like, well, one person in particular, you always making stupid choices, so that didn't really surprise me. But as far as other folks, I'm like, you're supposed to be smart, aren't you? But you're over making like dumb decisions, and you've been doing that quite often lately. But yeah. Now, Jeffrey, he has just come from talking to Justin's brother. I will not give him a name because he is too raggedy to have a name. I'm not even going to make up a name for him. He's just going to be Justin's brother. Hayden just got done meeting up with Justin's brother when Justin's brother said, yeah, Justin was HIV positive. He said you were too and you were okay with it. He got this going through his head. He going over there to meet Madison. He all distraught. Madison like, what's wrong? He's like, I just met with Justin's brother and his mom. And it's like, okay, what's going on? And he's like, that's a lot. He said that Justin was HIV positive. So, wait, so Madison, okay, did y'all talk about safe sex and STDs? And he was like, no. He said, did you guys always use condoms? Madison gets on him. He's like, what were you thinking, Justin? This is the same man that was grabbing random dudes and pulling them in the back of his cop car. You didn't think to be using protection? Now, this is in the year, I don't know exactly what timeline we're supposed to be in because this is supposed to be like a soap opera. So, for all we know, we are still 2 weeks after the show started in 2014. But if we gonna be in this is going on in real timeline, this is 2021. You should be thinking of safe sex out here in these streets. This ain't like, I don't know, we in the year, well, I guess disease has been going on for a long time, but they ain't had no cure for it. But this is not like we ain't never heard of sexually transmitted diseases before. Like, this is 2021. You should know about using condom and protecting yourself. Madison, he's like, why are you so calm? He's like, because I always use protection, and we always use protection, and I take a pill to prevent me from getting HIV. He's like, a pill? Now, you mean to tell me that Jeffrey does not know about the PrEP pill? That commercial come on all the time, and you mean to tell me you ain't never, that commercial has never popped on the screen while you watching something? to prevent yourself from getting HIV. If you're with somebody or you happen, whatever the case may be, to prevent you from catching HIV, there is a pill that you can take. Then they go on about all the side effects and all that stuff. I don't remember, but I do know that there is a pill out here. But Tyler Perry wants us to believe that Jeffrey, he has never heard of this pill, knows nothing about it, and I'm like, okay, so now Matt is like, we're going to go ahead and get you tested and make sure that everything's all right. I'm like, they're making Jeffrey seem so stupid. And I'm not really sure why. So, yeah, there is so many things wrong with this scene right here. One of them being, Benny, he is about to go on, wait a minute. Okay, he got him and Candace in a room at for the week at a hotel that looks like it rents by the night. And it don't look like the sheets get cleaned on a regular basis. So I'm surprised that Candace actually agreed to, stay there. Candace, she's bougie. She has fine taste in things, and staying at a hotel like this that's not her get down. And plus, this hotel kind of reminds her when Baby Q, where he went into the arms of the angel, so she got that going on. Yeah. But Benny, he's about to go on his date with realtor Rihanna. Now, Benny, he ain't got good sense. I don't say he's stupid a lot of the times. He thought that it was a good idea for the clothes that he has been wearing all day, sweating in, I'm assuming. He's going to go on a date with Rihanna and what he has on. What's wrong with this? Now, mind you, they're not going to the Waffle House, which, no shade to Waffle House. I loved when they had their strawberry waffles. Bomb. Waffle House food is good. We not shading, but he's not taking her, somewhere just a chill place, Denny's, something like that. He's taking her to a place where the silverware got weight on them. The plate has weight on them. When you order something, you don't get a meal. You gotta pay for things separately. Your meat, your sides, your drink, no refills. He's taking her to a place like that, and he's trying to wear what he has on. So they was like, you go ahead and go get you, something clean, take a bath and not be wearing the clothes that you were sweated on throughout the day. So they was like, go here, get you a suit. Now y'all know Benny, he 2 suits for $49.99. The suits where, if you would say, I don't know men's suits, but it's not gonna be tailored to your body. You gonna be out here looking like, y'all remember on the Mario movie when them things with the big old body and little bitty old head, and they was an elevator rocking like that. Y'all vision the shape of the body, and if y'all not old enough to remember that, maybe y'all seen that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse where the villain had that little bitty old head and that big old body. I'm gonna try to find some pictures so I can put up in this video so you can see what I'm talking about. He's used to his suits looking like that, just boxy for no reason. He's not used to having a suit that's going to, fit like a glove, gonna be on him. He's looking for him a suit to go out there, a realtor dude. He's complaining about, wait a minute. He's complaining about the price of the suit, but the sales lady's like, this is the material, the designer. This isn't just one of those, you go off, go down there to Suits for Less and get you 2 suits, a tie, some shoes, and a hat for $49.99. We not talking about that. We talking about luxury over here. Now, mind you, this dude is getting him a suit so he can go on a date with realtor lady Rihanna. But at the same time, hollering at, sales associate lady. Really, Benny? Really? So he puts this suit on. We don't know when the last time Benny has taken a shower or any of this. So what he does, takes his stinking behind, who has been sweating all day, put on this suit in his sweat behind, and goes on a date with old girl. He did catch sales associate lady in the lie because she said the suit was like $1,600. He went and looked at the other suit, the identical suit, and it was only like 600, 800, something like that. She was upselling it because she wanted to get her a good commission. I'm not quite sure that he did not have sex with her in the dressing room. Because, Benny, he has a tendency to, just sleep with people, whether he knows their name or not. Any lady, just about any woman that he has come in contact with, he has had sexual relations with. Veronica, Melissa, that lady of the night that was working with Candace that wasn't even supposed to sleep with him. Who else? He may have possibly slept with Erica. We're not really sure. But when he comes in contact with a young lady and, an older lady, he can't help but sleep with them. It's like he's programmed. There's a young lady, I must sleep with her. Miss like that. But we just gonna put it, he is a horn dog. And like I said before, we're not sure when the last time he has actually thoroughly washed, or just washed his body, let alone thoroughly washed his body, since the last time he has had sex with somebody. But we do know is he was out there sweating in the Georgia sun, looking at houses, and went straight into a suit and straight to dinner. We do know that. Madison checks Jeffrey out. He is negative. He's fine. And so he's like, yeah, something is off. So he goes into the system to check Justin's records. I can't tell you what is his records because, HIPAA and all that stuff. So he asks him, ask me if Justin lied to you. He's like, what? Ask me if Justin lied to you. Did Justin lie to me? He didn't lie to you. What are you saying, Marcus? Not Marcus. Madison, what's going on? What did he say? Did he lie to you? I don't know. He didn't lie to me. He's trying to tell you if he's trying to. I'm trying to tell you, Flu, you ain't got it. He ain't got it. That's what I'm trying to tell you in a roundabout way. Okay, I don't want to be breaking HIPAA laws by saying when I'm looking at his record, he wasn't taking no medication for HIV, and it doesn't show that he is HIV positive in these records. But you too stupid to be listening right now. He's going on, why would his brother lie to me? Now, granted, I have never met his brother a day in his life, but why would he lie to me? Because he's a liar, just like Justin was a liar. Like, Jeffrey was getting on my nerves. He said he had something from Justin for me, and I gave him his address. This man that I have never met a day in my life until, maybe an hour and a half ago, and I gave this man my address because I am stupid. Madison is looking like, I'm looking at Jeffrey. What is wrong with you? Why are you giving this man that you do not know your address? You already know how his mama get down. And I'm almost positive that doggone it, Justin said, my brother is trying to kill me because I am gay. He didn't beat the tar out of me because of this. But I guess Jeffrey, he is so in the, oh my goodness, Justin is in the arms of the angel, so I'm not, thinking clearly. I don't know. But I'm assuming it's later on that evening. Well, maybe it's not later on that evening because I think it's parallel time to where Benny was on his date. So maybe, he was just tired from, some activities him and Madison was doing. I don't know. Maybe he was just tired because it's been a long day. Wait a minute. Because I believe it was, okay. No, it's not the same day that, Justin went into the arms of the angel. It's like the next day. Because, it was the next day when his mama found out. Okay, so, yeah, I'm trying to put timelines together. Justin's brother calls, being all creepy, talking about I can't go to your house. Can you meet me somewhere? He left you something before he was in the arms of the angel. Will you come to the service? Even though my mama don't like you and she blames you for him being in the arms of the angel, it's going to be tomorrow. Like, he is so persistent and almost forcing Jeffrey at this time, and Jeffrey is not seeing it. Maybe it's because I come from a long line of suspicious folks. We suspicious and we nosy overall, my mama's side of the family, that I would suspect to be something is up. I assume that something is up when, people are being nice for no reason. I'm telling you, this was some years ago, me and my mama was at Walmart, and she wanted to get some kind of snack cake, and it was at the hours usually she couldn't find it. She's like, oh, I can't find these. And dude was like, I don't know where they're at neither. So we didn't think nothing of it. We, went on about our business. We continued shopping. This same man came out of nowhere. It's like, here, I found the box for you. Now, this man could have been just a nice individual, but me and my mom was like, that's kind of weird that he found what you was looking for. And I don't want to use the word stalked, but looked for you all over the store so he could hand you this particular box. We thought that was weird, but hey, whatever reason, Justin is not picking up on the signals that this dude ain't right. He's telling, hangs up the phone, Madam was like, what was that about? And he tells her, the brother says, and the Madam is like, yeah, that seems a little suspicious. Like, they having a service tomorrow. Now, I know certain people from that look a certain way. The service, the funeral for service is usually like 2 weeks because, they got to get the money together because a lot of times some folks don't be having insurance and, they got to pull money together. Then we got to get people coming from out of town and people don't like to fly. They got to drive. So we got to carpool and all those certain things. So, the funeral will be taking a while. But they want us to believe that Justin is, he getting his services tomorrow. I was like, now I know they not gonna be able to have an open casket, or they wouldn't want to have an open casket, but like, has his body even been released from, to the funeral home? We could find these things out through Madison. But anyway, Madison always being a voice of reason. It's like, man, y'all don't think that just seems off to me. The whole family seems off. I don't think you should be, meeting up with a dude at all. But Jeffrey is supposed to be this smart person counselor dude. Even though we've never seen him out here counseling except that one time. And I would even say that wasn't a counselor, but that was more of a friend / person I love trying to get them help. You supposed to be this dude, but you be making the dumbest decisions. Madison, he gets a call because one of his co-workers, she decides she's sick. Truth be told, she out here and got drunk and she can't make it to work. So now Madison got to go in. He got to go in and tend to Wyatt because Wyatt is out here being a whole fool. Wyatt, man, give me some meds. I have a high tolerance for medication, and y'all won't give me some meds. It's like, you just had medicine an hour ago. You were at your max for the day. You talking about you look nice. I think you look nice. I noticed that when you come in. He get the doggone it. I guess, I know from the Ray Charles movie where he was rubbing on that, their wrists to see if they look good. But in this case, Wyatt was rubbing on wrists, thinking that was going to get him some medicine. Man, it's like, well, if you don't sit your grown tail, your dolphin tail down somewhere, he gonna be y'all can't resist me. I'm Wyatt Cryer, food. He didn't say food, but I'ma say food. I'm like, why won't you go why aren't you back in jail? Because clearly you ain't in your right mind because you still out the drug. Clearly you don't seem like anything is wrong with you. They done stitched you up and bandaged you up. You should be in jail. It'd be clink clink behind bars for you. But for whatever reason, you not. So Benny and realtor Rihanna, they own their date and all that stuff, and she basically told him, "I'm not fit to have sex with you. Okay, that's not what we gonna do. Okay, we're gonna pay for this meal and we're gonna leave." Well, she's saying she don't want to get a relationship because her last relationship was volatile. Sonny pops up, and this is where I don't know why she decided to stay in Savannah. Because you know that you're not going to be able to have a life because Sonny is going to always be popping up and ruining things for you. You're never going to have a love life. You're never going to be able to live in peace. Soon as you broke up with Sonny, that's when you should have just donated all your stuff to Goodwill, moved out your apartment, and drove across country, got rid of that car, sold it, done whatever, left it back there. Got a whole new identity in a whole new other town where you ain't got no connection with him, gave yourself a whole new backstory, something other than staying in the town with this crazy food. Yeah. So we got all this yelling going on. Now this is when Tyler wants us to believe that we got these two men going at it, and the people in the background, they not like we did see one table look but then turn away. Now you would have been turned you went like, "Girl, I see what's going on over there. I heard that." It was more of somebody came in a restaurant, you look and you go about your food. Not somebody's going at it over there. Now we got all this going on. Benny realizes that Rihanna, the real estate lady, she is very, very scared of Sonny. And I'm not fit to leave. You look like you terrified. I'm gonna protect you. And he busts Sonny over his head with a bottle. Now, I understand how you was trying to defend this young lady who was terrified of being in the presence of this young man. I get that. But you must have forgot how Mama Malone reacted when Mitch was just in the room where bullets were flying off. He didn't get grazed. He didn't get hit. He didn't even bump his elbow or get a bruise when he was dodging bullets. And she took out War and all his crew, was going to take that whole side of town out just because Mitch was in the room where bullets were flying off. You must have forgot that. She put War and all his people in the arms of the angel and was going to do that to a whole side of town who had nothing to do with it because Mitch was in that room. They called themselves taking Wyatt out because of what he did to Vinny. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to be very disappointed if something happens to Benny and Wyatt and his doggone dolphin self is still around here being a dolphin. Now, I said this as soon as I seen Benny going in there to that real estate lady's office. I was like, okay, this is what Tyler is setting us up. Benny gonna start liking this girl. Sonny's gonna get mad. Somehow Mitch is gonna get thrown into this. And it seemed like I was right. So, yeah, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you were new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, and share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. And this is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.